Monica needs you now. Please sit with her and go assure her that no matter what happens, you will never leave her side.
Handling the accounts of this is my responsibility. I will find out why this money is unaccounted for.
You have one night to make sure that you carry out your duties properly, Shiv, because from tomorrow, you will no longer have a role to play here.
No one is allowed to touch Parvati's things no matter what. No one at all. Least of all you.
Brought to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
What's up, racing fans? Tune into CVM to see all of the live action from Rally X.
One race left to go today.
Thanks so much for joining us for CVM News Afternoon. It's Wednesday, June 11, 2025. I'm Carolyn Brown from the News and Sports Desk. As the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSAMC, ramps up its revenue collection process, media houses have come under scrutiny for outstanding annual fees for the display of signs and advertisements. They're being encouraged to pay up and avoid penalties.
Subject to Regulation 3, subsection 1 of the Town and Country Planning Control of Advertisement Regulation 1978. The law states that, and I quote, "No person shall display any advertisement in, on, or over any land or buildings without the prior approval of the local planning authority and the payment of the prescribed fees." End of quote. Therefore, if your signs, advertisement do not fall within the exemption under Section 5 of the Advertisement Regulation Act, you have an obligation to submit an application to the KSAMC and to pay the requisite fees.
The Health Ministry is pushing back against opposition claims the cost of rehabilitating Cornwall Regional Hospital has ballooned to $24 billion. The Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, dismissed the allegations while unveiling major plans for the Kingston Public Hospital in Parliament. Shantae McNeil tells us more.
Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is welcoming the opposition's call for a special audit into the Cornwall Regional Hospital rehab project, a project marred by delays and controversy. The request made by PNP caretakers in St. James came with claims of massive cost overruns and a ballooning price tag. But in his sectoral debate address Tuesday, Dr. Tufton denied the figure had reached $24 billion. While acknowledging setbacks, he described the estimate as a projection, not an expense.
Let me just outline. The government has so far spent more than $9.4 billion on Cornwall Regional Project, not the $24 billion. As a matter of fact, every time I hear opposition member reference Cornwall Regional, they move the figure from 23 to 26 to 27. So let me just say, up to now, up to this point, we have spent $9.4 billion.
He dismissed the opposition's narrative as dishonest, defending the government's approach as comprehensive, not cosmetic. Instead of patchwork solutions, he says they're fixing the hospital from the ground up, something he says the PNP has had challenge acknowledging.
There's a old tale that says fools and children should not be shown unfinished work, because there is the potential of misunderstanding what the finished work will look like. I'm not accusing the opposition of the former, but they are acting They are acting like kindergarten children when it comes to trying to assess in a deep way what challenges we face with such a life-saving institution and why it was necessary to take the action that needed to be taken.
As for suggestion that the hospital underperformed during the 6-year closure of its main building, Dr. Tufton rejected the claim, pointing to hospital records showing otherwise.
In 2024, outpatients saw 86,000 visits, rounding off the figures, accident and emergency 40,000, inpatient 13,000, surgeries 3,101, lab tests 1.7 million, oncology 11,000 plus chemotherapy treatment, 612 patients receiving radiotherapy treatment on the Linac machine, and some 10,000 treatment for dialysis. Wow. Cornwall Regional, Mr. Speaker, at the end of it is a case study on how not to maintain a government infrastructure. And we must all learn from it.
Now, with the long-delayed hospital upgrade nearing completion, he says attention is turning to the Kingston Public Hospital, which has been plagued with challenges due to the age of the plant and poor maintenance. This after a shocking announcement of a new KPH.
I'm happy to announce that we have now identified lands for lease to purchase and have commenced plans for a new KPH. Mr. Speaker, a land use survey report was prepared on the properties around KPH, inclusive of the 35 parcels identified, and the National Land Agency is coordinating the compulsory acquisition of the required lands. More will be said about this, Mr. Speaker, in the future, but we have to now focus on KPH while we learn the lessons from the Cornwall Regional Hospital.
Shante McNeil, CVM News.
Now, in keeping with the focus of closing the empathy gap in men's health through advocacy, awareness and action during the month of June, Chief Executive Officer, CEO for the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital, Dennis Morgan, is urging men not to suffer in silence, but to seek help at facilities such as the hospital where he works.
There's no shame in speaking to someone. Seek the help, the professional help that you need in terms of dealing with mental struggles that you're having, mental challenges rather, that you're having out there. And hospitals like St. Anne's Bay, we have a team of persons who are capable and are professional enough to handle mental health issues that come their way. And so for this Mental Health Month, we wish more Jamaican men to step up to the plate and get the treatment that they need.
It's a Jam iconic moment. A new sign has been unveiled at the Hope Botanical Royal Gardens in St. Andrew, Hope Gardens. Tourism Minister Ed Bartlett describes the unveiling as a mark of renewal. Now, this is the fourth Jam iconic sign erected by the tourism development company TPDCO.
This addition is more than an alluring landmark. It is a symbol of renewal, a celebration of our heritage, and a powerful tool in our strategy to enhance our destinations. It aligns with the Tourism Product Development Company's wider mandate to shape spaces that speak to the heart of our identity while improving the overall visitor experience.
The unveiling of this sign marks another proud milestone in our ongoing mission to preserve, promote, and reimagine Hope Gardens as not only a national treasure, but also a living symbol of Jamaica's natural beauty and cultural identity. The Jam iconic sign is more than just a visual landmark. It is a bold and vibrant invitation to residents and visitors alike to engage with our green spaces, to celebrate Jamaica's identity, and to take pride in what makes us truly iconic.
Executive Director at the Natural Preservation Foundation, Carla Myrie there. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says the ministry is ramping up literacy interventions, including targeted programs and specialized teacher training to better support students with learning challenges. Now, her comments comes following troubling reports from Pembroke Hall School, where over 70% of grade 7 students are either unable to read or are reading only at a grade 3 level.
We are training our teachers to be able to pick up issues. And what we say to them is that when you pick up any challenges, you need to encourage the parent to come into the ministry, to come in and get a diagnostic test. Obviously, that's one area that we have to improve on because there's a long waiting list for the diagnostic tests. What we have to do is to have more of those individuals who are trained in that area. And we have a limited supply here. Just like Minister spoke about his Barry Wint scholarship, what we're doing is providing scholarships for individuals who want to train in that area.
News at noon will continue in just a moment.
Creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
One strict, one slick, and the other. Ghetto Misfits presents Leslie Last Boy. One son with 3 fathers. The hilariously moving Father's Day stand-up comedy special with IT Ellis plus surprise guests. Leslie Last Boy. One son with 3 fathers. Sunday, June 15, Courtney Auditorium. Gates open 5 p.m. Showtime 6:30 sharp. Get your tickets now at spuropen.com. Info line 876-542-4160. Laughter guaranteed.
What's up, racing fans? Tune into CVM to see all of the live action from Rally X.
One race left to go today.
Welcome back. Farmers in Westmoreland are calling on the government to put measures in place to stop goat theft as they continue to lose their investments. More from Adrian Williams.
Amid the rise in goat theft across Westmoreland, disgruntled farmers are urging the government to provide greater protection in combating the scourge. Byron Williams, who operates a farm with over 70 goats, says he has suffered greatly at the hands of thieves. He wants the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries to enforce the functions of the Predial Larceny Prevention Unit, with the police conducting Predial Larceny-focused operations in targeted communities like Hartford, Petersfield, Grangehill, Darliston, and Frome.
If they to give us anything down here, they say we are too far. So we need protection. We need. I hear the minister talking about the Predial Larceny police in every station. But we wish if they are in Westmoreland, they could go around the farms and especially register farmer like I and others. We need to see more people, more policing in our community because we're having problem with Predial Larceny, and because of that we can't tell who doing it, or we just wake up, lose our animal.
Williams says he has tried to protect his animals over the years, which has been challenging. He went further, telling our news team not only has he lost his goats to thieves, but has suffered the misfortune of them being attacked and eaten by dogs.
Right now I have 76 goats, and every time I go above that, either animal or thief come and thief them. Just last week, they tried to thief my cow and his calf, and also I have lost a sheep and also a young ewe last week, just the same. Last year, I lost 20 mother goat by thief and also dog. So we have been struggling that. We believe of building Jamaica, but we have been struggling with this.
He's suggesting the government provide land space specific to goat rearing, as well as farming equipment like fencing to help keep the dogs out.
On behalf of the Westmoreland farmers and also a group that I'm a vice president of, that is Next Gen, I'm asking the government if he can do something for us here, because we are lobbying for a long time about getting some land space that we can raise our animal and we can fence them up, pasture it up, or plant our grass and do better for ourselves. At least we can overcome the dog.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
Meanwhile, the Jamaica Constabulary Force says it will maintain its momentum following a 44.7% decline in murders, according to Deputy Commissioner of Police Karina Powell-Hood, who was speaking on CVM's lead story. We'll get more from her right after this quick break.
The time is brought to you by Ford Territory.
Ready, tech, grow. Business is fast, easy, flexible, and costless. Oh, entrepreneurs, let's go digital. The Government of Jamaica and European Union present Digital Jamaica Training Series. Learn how technology grows your business. Choose the right digital tool. Manage your staff, customers, and money digitally. Data security and privacy. Artificial intelligence. We'll be in every parish. Apply online. www.jbdc.net. Log on fast. Digital Jamaica. Powering connectivity for MSMEs.
We welcome you back with a commitment from the Jamaica Constabulary Force that it will maintain its momentum following a 44.7% decline in murders. We now hear from Deputy Commissioner of Police Karina Powell-Hood. She was speaking on CVM's lead story.
We have been delivering on this level, at this level, in terms of getting the numbers down. Because when the numbers are up, we it comes our way as well. So we own it either way. So what we want to reassure the public is that this is not an overnight, or this is not happenstance. This is very deliberate work that is being done. We speak of a couple of things when we speak to the sustained momentum that we are seeing, or the sustained reduction. So one of the things, again, and I will emphasize it again, is the people. We focus heavily on the people. And how do we do that? So one, we ensure that there is an adequate level of supervision, and that's done through the promotion system, as well as the promotion has the knock-on effect of improving the morale of the police officers. And once we have the police officers energized and focused, we have a strategy that we're working with. We speak of focused deterrence, where we isolate the few persons or the few that are causing mayhem. We focus our energies on them. It really isn't rocket science. So we put all our energy, as much of our energy and effort as we can, at those persons. We also engage so when we analyze the situation, we look again and we see what are some of the other issues that confront the public on a daily basis. One of the things is around public order. So we have our police officers deployed in spaces, the high traffic spaces, high volume spaces. So we apply our minds to the problems, and we come up with these solutions. And our intention is to just continue analyzing the situation and applying the necessary treatment based on the resources and the equipment that we have.
Also in the news, the University of Technology is gearing up to launch the island's first artificial intelligence AI lab by September 1. Engineers will reportedly be developing a class of AI which can autonomously make decisions and take actions without constant human intervention. We have more.
Jamaica, in partnership with the Amber Group, is making its way into the lucrative artificial intelligence AI scene through the opening of a dedicated lab located at the University of Technology, UTech. This revelation was made recently at the National AI Lab signing ceremony held at the AC Hotel in Kingston. According to Minister of Information Dana Morris-Dixon, Jamaica has the capacity to lead the race to develop and monetize AI.
One of the first things I did when I became minister, my first cabinet submission, was to appoint an AI task force. And that was important because it was a signal of the government's commitment to taking Jamaica where it needed to go. So AI was becoming something that was being talked about a lot, and people were afraid of it. But we said as government that we have to be at the front of it.
Minister Dixon says that we live in a world that is evolving quickly due to the efficiency of AI-based tools. She mentioned that if Jamaica embraces AI, it can revolutionize the current education system.
We are not fearful of AI, and we want to use AI in our education sector, which is a powerful statement for us to make in Jamaica. And I applaud the ministry for making a statement.